hope you're having a great day and I hope you're staying safe at home today. Again, I want to talk about stress and ways that we can help to diffuse emotional stress, chronic emotional stress and negativity that plagues millions of people across the world. We can never be completely positive people. There will always be negativity that creeps into our life, from relationships, from people, from bosses, from jobs, from career, from the news, from sicknesses. There's always going to be negativity and there's always going to be stress. So the people who try to run away from stress or say, I'm getting rid of all my problems that cause stress, usually it's futile because you may do that, but then there's going to be a new stressor that comes up in your life. The important thing is, how do we learn to relate to what causes us stress, whether it's a person, a thing, or an event, in a better way. We can't keep running away from all of our problems. I have an exercise. You can do it tonight when you're peaceful, when you're calm. All you need is a paper and a pen or a pencil. And I want you to do this exercise because we learn through self-realization. You see, a lot of the world is messed up right now today because we've been trained to look for quick fixes. We want a quick fix right now. I have a headache. How quickly can I make my headache go? I'm feeling low. How can I feel good immediately? To fill these needs, you have companies that have something to sell you. It could be the funniest thing, but it makes you feel better for a short period of time, and you will spend money on that because that's how smart and deceptive marketing works. They know that human beings want quick fixes. So anything that can give you a quick fix, you don't mind spending money on. Anything that's convenient. And there's nothing wrong with convenience. But the problem is, if we don't get better internally, if we don't learn how to handle real life problems, we crumble when we're put in the middle of real life problems. It's like kids. Kids who are given a free hand and a feeling of entitlement, and they're made to think that the world out there is perfect. They're given love all the time, which is good, but they're also given false love, a false feeling of security. And the moment they step out into the real world, they crumble with depression, they move into victim mode and all of that stuff because they were never ready for reality. They were never ever ready for reality. And that's what's happening in the real world, even with adults today. The feeling of entitlement that, oh, I did this, so I should get this. No, you don't have to get it. Okay, I am like this, so people should do this. I am pretty, so people should all call me pretty. I am beautiful, so everyone should call me beautiful. And one person doesn't call you beautiful, and your whole life crumbles. So the point is, what do we do? Let's move into action. So on the first page, on the first piece of paper, you need to write 5 to 6 to 7 of your greatest sources of stress. Okay? You want to reflect on this and write them down in any order. It doesn't matter the ranking, but write down 5 to 7 of your greatest stressors. It could be a person, it could be a thing, it could be a family member, it could be a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, a problem at work, a financial issue, whatever it is. What are your greatest sources of stress? You write that on page 1. On page 2, you write down 5 to 7 of the most important things to you in life. What are the most important things to you in life? It could be a person, it could be your kid, it could be money, it could be your job, whatever it is. Okay? You write 5 to 7 things. And then you compare the two. In most cases, you will find there's a similarity between both. The things that cause you the most stress in your life are also the things that are most important to you. If that is the truth and that comes out in your exercise, how then does running away from your problems solve anything? If something is important to you and it's also creating stress and you run away from it, then you're running away from what is important to you. That motivates us to start breaking it down and figuring out ways to relate better to our sources of stress, because we can't get rid of them because they're important to us. Now, some people may find that both the lists are completely different. And if that's the case, it is possible that your sources of stress and what is important to you is completely different. Then you know that your problems are small and you just got to overcome it. You got to suck it up, get rid of it, accept, let go. There's small things, there's small bothers in your day that you can easily sweep away out of your life. The problem is when the lists are the same. And you will find out, I want a family, but my family also is the source of stress. I have to wake up in the morning, prepare breakfast, I have to look after the kids, I have to do this, I have to put up with my husband, my wife. So you'll find the family is important, but family is your source of stress. Okay? You will find that health is important, but it is also your source of stress because you don't have time to work out when you know you should be working out. You don't have time to sleep on time, or you don't make an effort to sleep on time, but you know it's important for your health. So when you see these similarities, it moves you to what can I do? MTA, move to action. Now, what can I do? Fine, these are my sources of stress. This is important to me. I have to find a path midway because it's impossible for me to run away from it. It's impossible. So that option is closed. There's no plan B. The only plan A is what action can I take? And then point by point, you start breaking down small little action points. Okay, let me start off with this little thing and start doing this. Point number 2, okay, I can do this better. Let me take that action. And point number 3, that is your only way out of stress. Now on the side, you can meditate, you can chant, you can take a walk in nature. Do that. That can also help you calm down. But that's not going to solve your problems. That's going to make you feel better only for that 1 hour that you're in nature, that 45 minutes that you were chanting or you were meditating. You still need it because only when you're calm can you actually do this exercise. Only when you're calm can you stop reacting to all the stresses in your life and start to relate to it and respond to it better. So that's what happens. This is a simple, one of the most powerful exercises that we make a lot of our patients do when they're stuck. When you're stuck, you're in victim mode. So when you're in victim mode, you look at projecting blame, complain, finding fault with everyone but you. Never solves your problem. You remain stuck. The sooner you can move out of being stuck into action is when transformation happens, when change happens. And if you want different results, you got to do different things. If you're not doing different things, you get the same results, the same experiences, the same feelings. That is why change is constant. We have to keep changing. Something's not working for my weight loss today. I've got to change my plan and do something different. Okay, if I'm unable to sleep well at night, maybe I need to do something different. But change is constant. And this beautiful exercise that I just explained to you will initiate you and motivate you into doing and making small changes. When you make change, there is an outcome. Now, maybe the outcome may be wrong, but then you change and maybe the outcome will be right. But staying stuck gets us absolutely nothing. So I'll repeat the exercise once again. 1 sheet of paper, you write down 5 to 7 of your biggest sources of stress. On the next paper, you write 5 to 7 of the most important things in your life and compare the two. If it's the same, you can't run away from your problems. If they're different, suck it up, move through it. They're small problems, very, very small problems. Don't give them too much of attention. Deal with them and move on. But if the sheets are similar, now you got to start making an action plan, point by point. This is what I can do. This is what I can do. There is always something that you can do. And the smallest action sometimes brings about the greatest change. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep. And remember, you care is all about you. No one can ever take away your stress because stress is the way you relate to something. Someone can take away a stressor, but if it's your nature to constantly stress, there'll be a new stressor tomorrow. So no one but us can change the way we feel, the way we think, and the way we live our lives.